Same woman, same legend, completely different stories. Today, talking about these two books here, and they're both about Cleopatra. Firstly, there's this book here by Natasha Solomons. I have read her before and I have quite enjoyed her writings. Look at that cover, isn't it glorious? And this one by Sarah L. Arafi, that's glorious too. One book feels like Cleopatra is fighting for her survival, and the other book feels more like a goddess stepping out of a myth. Now I can imagine you know which one's which. I think Cleopatra is one of those historical figures that actually refuses to be boxed into one shape, and there's a plethora of books about Cleopatra. She has been portrayed in many ways in different books: a seductress, a strategist, tyrant, victim, goddess. But today we're going to be comparing these two books here. We're just going to run through a few points about each one. I do want to add that this is not a video of saying which one is better, but the type of historical fiction reader that you are, and which one from this video do you think you will gravitate towards. Now this is the first one that I read because this was the first one that came out, and the tagline says, "I want you to see me as I am. You can dislike me, love me, abhor me, but know me first." This book starts as a young princess of Egypt. We are in the Egyptian court, and we do watch her grow up, not only in physical stance, but in maturity as well. She grows up to be a woman who understands power, knows how to wield it. We see a calculating Cleopatra. Also, we do see a vulnerability as well. And you do get to see the cost of actions of power. I do remember her being a scene, she was on a boat. Obviously, being Egypt, it's quite hot. And the clothes that she was wearing, it was, I can just picture it now. She's on the boat, her hair is sort of black and very lustery, that's a word. Her clothes are billowy, and you can just imagine seeing her on this boat going on the Nile and the water sparkling, and yeah, it was a very evocative scene. Of course, they're both books take place in Egypt, and Egypt does play a part. The world building per se, it's not building as such because obviously Egypt is there, it's built already, but how it's written, it plays a big part. Like I said, the barges, the heat, the clothes, the Nile, and I do enjoy that. It is a character-driven novel, but in the background, Egypt is there playing its part. As with most of my reviews, I'm not going to give you a blow-by-blow what happened in the book. She has a very faithful servant, Sevilla. I liked her character. She was very loyal. I wouldn't mind having a hand servant like that, to be honest with you. Put my clothes out in the morning, make me my breakfast, go like this. Oh, it's time for your bath, run me a bath, put petals in it. Yeah, please. But I will say, it's very detailed life of Cleopatra, how the author has seen it. Obviously, she goes on actual fact, because that's what historical fiction is. It builds upon what is already there, the existing scenarios. And what's great about historical fiction authors, I think, is that they can create something within that. So I would say if you enjoy reading Hilary Mantel, that type of writing and plotting and general authorship, then I'll definitely say You're gonna enjoy this one. Now this one I did feel it was a bit bolder and a bit more operatic. Obviously, again, Cleopatra is the main protagonist, and she does have a plethora of characters around her, as well as Egypt itself. It was quite dramatic and sweeping, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much, actually. The Cleopatra in this story feels like she's really honing in onto her power, and honestly, it breaches the question, is she a human first before this symbol? This book radiates inevitability. She commands her space and feels quite legendary. This one does have some beautiful end pages, and they are figs. Also, I love it when a publisher goes that little extra mile to give you this beauty underneath. Now, like with the other one, I'm just going to read a bit of the leaf inside. It says, "Your historians call me seductress, but I was ever in love's thrall. Your playwrights speak of witchcraft, but my talents came from the gods themselves. Death will not silence me any longer." If you want your Cleopatra to feel a bit more mythic or iconic, even fierce, read this one. And if you are fascinated by how one historical woman can be written so differently, read both. Cleopatra has been written by many things, including Rome, men, historians, and Hollywood. And honestly, I welcome more books on her. But what I love about these books is that they remind us that historical fiction isn't just about facts, but perspective and human nature. So which Cleopatra would you choose? Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please do come back for more. If you want to become a bookish traveller, then you know what to do. Oh, there it is. And come back and support my channel. You watching, commenting and interacting with my videos helps me bring you more and more videos to you. So thank you, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye bye.